Department students. Ms. Wayne and I have decided to talk to you a little bit today about the upcoming events that are going to be happening in our classrooms. So at this time, Ms. Wayne is going to talk a little bit about the school communication and things that we need you to do so that you're better prepared to go through and be able to talk and answer questions that are posted over the next couple of days concerning classwork and how it's going to be occurring in our classrooms.
So the first step with this video is you guys need to make a comment or a like on this video after we posted this to our Google Classroom. The reasoning for that is our school wants to make sure that we can reach you and that we get contact from you. There may be the need for us to roll out work for weeks 4 and weeks 5. And so in an effort to make sure that we can get that work to you, we need to know who cannot communicate with us. So you need to comment or like on this video by Wednesday morning. I would say probably around like 10 o'clock in the morning, because any student that has not commented or liked by that time, we need to make a phone call to you. So it's possible you could get 7 phone calls throughout the day from all of your teachers asking you, can you get on Google Classroom? Do you have internet access at home? Because if you don't, then we have to have a way to get that work for week 4 and week 5 to you.
A couple of things that we want to address is how is it going to look for our classrooms. And as you know, Ms. Wayne and I teach a variety of classes. There's a lot of different things that are out there that we can use to keep you up to date and concurring with what we're doing here in the classroom. For my classes, what we'll be doing is with, for example, farm management, I will be posting our lessons accordingly by week online that go through and have PowerPoints and interactive worksheets that go along with that. Also, if you're in the small engines classrooms, what we'll be working with you with is the ICV component of the small engines program. I will make those lessons live to you as I see that you all are making progress on the others. I understand it. We are in the process of getting ready to tear down an engine, and if things persist and we need to be off a little bit longer, we'll do some virtual videos of how to tear down these engines, what parts are, how they work, to kind of go along with the curriculum that's being provided for small engines. With greenhouse, one of the things that I need to reiterate to you is you cannot come up to the greenhouse to come and help with plants. We want to make sure that you are safe and healthy, and we don't want to spread any germs. And basically, the school has asked us that no students be on campus. So I know you want to see your plants up there, but we'll have plenty of time for that when that you come back to the school. So please stay at home. If you have questions concerning that, let us know. I'll be posting assignments that go along with the classroom as far as some projects that go along with what we're doing in the greenhouse, so be looking for those. But I do want to make sure that you need to know that you do not need to be here at the school at any point in time. For my co-op students, what I want you all to do is it's very important that you document what that you're doing during your co-op time. I understand some of your businesses that you all work for are being affected by the coronavirus issue that's being addressed. Some of you I know work at restaurants and factories and things of that nature. If you are laid off from work, please let Ms. Wayne and I know. We'll document that so that the state understands that's the reason why that you're not addressing hours and projects that you'll be doing with your co-op program. So just let us know about that. You can do that via the Google Classroom, or for that matter, most of you all have my number and you can text me that and we'll get that taken care of and documented. And then last but not least has to deal with the agri-science. Both me and Miss Wayne teach this class together. We have a series of things in which that we will be posting. As you know, right now we're in the welding unit. That will be postponed until we get back to school because we can't teach you to weld unless you're here. But there are some other things that we teach in this class that go directly with that, like for example agronomy. We know you have the safety program there already at home to work with, but we'll be posting some agronomy type stuff, some weed science, vegetable science, because if we're home for a long period of time, you all could grow a garden, You could also go and help with bedding plants and things of that issue to kind of get you out of the house a little bit and still be maintain that social distancing that they're talking about on television. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Miss Wayne, and I'm going to distance myself.
Okay, so yeah, I know that we probably weren't practicing the best social distancing there, but just as far as my classes, all of my posts that you guys will need to know as far as classwork will be made on Google Classroom. I'll try to send out a Remind 101 in regards to when I do make a post or an update. So if you have Google Classroom on your phone, that's the easiest and best way to check it. But obviously you can check that on a PC or a tablet if you have those devices as well. I'll post any changes to assignments or updates to assignments, and please post questions to me. My classroom assignments have not been posted yet because all of the CT department assignments are for week 2. And so we just want to post and make sure that you guys know what those assignments are, how that they're going to be posted, how that they're going to be scored, and how that you can comment or ask questions about those as that they're online. So like Mr. Williams said, for agri-science, we'll be posting information for weeks 4 and 5 as to when that they come up, but there's not a need right now to make additional assignments. This is just an informational
thing for you all to know what's going on, so nobody is left out in the cold, and all stakeholders know what's going to happen in the need that we need to cancel school further.
And for our third period class, my third period class, which is Advanced Animal Science, you guys will continue with the ICV instruction. And so guys, this is a great way to get ahead. This is a great way to do an industry certification, which we'll still be able to do. So we want you guys to complete as much of that work as you possibly can while that you're off, because that only makes you more marketable if you're going to go into a career in animal sciences in general, because that Elanco certification is something that looks wonderful on a resume or an application. For fourth period, you guys are working on your wedding plans and developing those and putting those together. And that will probably, if we go into weeks 4 and 5, we'll go into weeks 4 and 5 because it's such a big project and there's so many different components to it that you guys can continue to work on. And then for my freshman classes, we will probably go into plant science. If we're able to come back to school, we'll go on to like ag mechanics, ag engineering, and a shop project. But if we aren't able to return to school for a few more weeks, we'll actually probably pick up some of those plant science programs, which there's a contest involved. So you can do seed identification, and that contest doesn't happen till August. So I think by August, all this stuff will have a chance to kind of mellow out and calm down, and you may be able to go to the state fair with that event in August. So we want to be able to do that for you as well. And then my 7th period, my environmental science class, we'll actually be doing some videos and comments to those videos about the things that you see happen in those videos. So those are the things that we're going to be doing. Again, if you guys have questions for us, you know how to reach out to us. The best way would be through Google Classroom and commenting there. You can also email us, and we'll be here at school until they tell us that we shouldn't be here at school. You can, for those of us that want to contact us through Remind 101, or if you have our numbers and want to message us, we want to be available to you all. This is hard. It's hard not seeing you all because, like for Mr. Williams and I, we see you just about every week. There may be 1 or 2 weeks throughout the summer where we don't see you. This will be the longest stretch that I've not seen students in a long time. Like even when I was on maternity leave, I still got to see you guys. So this is hard for us. We know that it's hard for you all, but we want you to do your best. We want you to still seek out to learn. We want you to continue to work. We want you to stay healthy. We want you to wash your hands, and more importantly, do something good for your neighbor. Do something good for your fellow man. And if you know how to drive a tractor, guys, I'll tell you that this year I feel like will be the biggest garden boost in the history of Campbellsville, Kentucky. If you can break a garden and disc it up for someone, especially for someone that's elderly, that would be a really good food source and a food supply that they don't have to go to the grocery store and interact with other people to get their food for. So if you've got any questions or comments, or if parents have questions or comments that are seeing this video, please reach out to us. We'll be glad to help you and help all of our students.
Once again, guys, please stay safe. If you need us, give us a call. We wish you all the best. Hope you all have a very interesting time doing these assignments, and hopefully you learn a little bit in a different way other than in a classroom setting. We look forward to seeing you again, and if you need us, give us